So another Trump supporter has been doged. This time it's an individual who, for some reason, was perfectly fine with other people being fired. I kid you not. In this video, she sits there and says she was skipping down the hall when she found out other people had been fired, but it wasn't her. And then later on, she came to find out that she herself was fired.
When we found out that President Trump was running for president again this term, we immediately went out and bought a flag because we are huge Trump supporters. Questioning what's happening right now, obviously. Individuals started receiving notice on Monday that they were going to have an appointment for termination on Wednesday. Tuesday morning comes and we were informed that, hey, if you didn't get the email on Monday, you're safe. And I'm like skipping down the halls, right? Like, you know, I get to stay. And Wednesday late afternoon, I received a notice that I have an appointment, a Teams appointment with my supervisor on Friday at 9 o'clock. So I knew that I wasn't safe anymore. Oh my gosh, yeah, Nathan, that's like the hardest part for me, honestly, because I'm a wonderful worker. Any job that I've ever had, I feel like you should do everything unto the Lord, and I do. And to be sitting here today and know that that follows me, that I was fired for performance-based in any manner. I have wonderful reviews every year of my employment. I literally just had my last review in January.
I do everything unto the Lord. Is it really godly for you to be skipping down the hall finding out other people won't be able to pay their bills? Is it godly or Christ-like for you to be skipping down the halls knowing other people will not be able to pay their bills? This is the problem with MAGA, is it seems like the only Bible verses they actually care to follow, or at least pretend to follow, are the ones that concern them, are the ones that give them the power and the authority to ruin the lives of others. Oh, you live that kind of lifestyle? Oh, you're gonna abort your baby? Oh, you're doing this? Oh, you're doing that? Time for me to step in and shove a Bible in your face. But when it comes time to actually live like Christ and to be compassionate and to be empathetic and to be philanthropic, now all of a sudden you can't read the page. Now all of a sudden I speak no English. Now all of a sudden you can't read the page where Jesus says what you do unto the least of them is what you do unto me. Now all of a sudden you can't remember that verse. Now all of a sudden you just don't know that Bible verse. Trump supporters do not follow God under any circumstance. Donald Trump is the most un-Christ-like person I have ever seen ever run for office. And despite the obvious, clear and obvious signs he shouldn't be a leader, Trump supporters are more than happy to help him get to the presidency. And they succeeded. She sits there and she says, well, I'm a stellar worker and I do an amazing job and I do this and I do that. And it's like, ma'am, did you actually believe for 1 second that they were going to be saving money? You actually believed they were going to be saving money. And understand, a lot of y'all might be sitting there saying, well, Rashad, it's all racism, it's all sexism, it's all xenophobia. Understand and realize there are Trump supporters who actually believe that Elon Musk and Donald Trump are finding fraud. There are Trump supporters who actually believe Elon Musk is taking a scalpel and surgically removing fraud from the government. The dude who flies ships up into the air, forcing commercial airlines to turn around. The dude whose baby mamas are begging for help on Twitter. The dude who is destroying the lives of thousands of Americans every week with a smile on his face. That guy is going to carefully remove fraud in 1 month? Nigga, please. The reality of the situation is there are Trump supporters that are, in fact, that stupid. And sometimes it's a combination of the racism, the combination of the sexism and the xenophobia and the idolatry of Donald Trump in combination with the stupidity that would require you to believe Elon Musk gives a damn about government fraud. Elon Musk is not an accountant. He's not an auditor. Elon Musk is a man who is credited for so many things he actually has zero qualification to do. Elon Musk can't build no damn ship. Elon Musk can't build no damn car. Elon Musk is not an engineer. Elon Musk is not a physicist. Elon Musk is not an accountant or an auditor. He's none of these things. And despite that fact, he receives this sort of, oh, well, Elon Musk is such a genius and he's so intelligent and that's why he's doing the job. And that's why our Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, has given him that job. They might as well just say Lord and Savior because that's exactly how they view him. This woman was skipping down the hall, she said, when she found out that other people had been fired, but in her mind, she was staying. And that is the problem with MAGA. And if she sees this video, ma'am, I would implore you, I would ask you to think about why so many of us in this country, including you, think it's okay to abandon your fellow American into the lion's den of robber barons and oligarchs, to leave them in there, to have their lives destroyed, their ability to provide for themselves ruined by a bunch of people who have never, ever, ever in their lives ever sacrificed, ever had to worry about being able to pay their bills, ever having to do any of the sort. Why would you be happy knowing your fellow Americans are being left to ruin by these people? But that is the inherent issue with MAGA. It is a movement lacking in any empathy. And this is the reason why they leave themselves open to being pilfered and plundered by the rich. They don't care about one another. They don't operate it. The only thing that brings them together is the hatred of another human being. They're not brought together by helping each other. They're not brought together by being a collective movement that seeks to benefit the American people. They are brought together by seeking to harm other people. That is the purpose of their movement, is to destroy others. It is to destroy others. That is the problem here. And the funny thing is, the Republican Party has always been a party that had the utmost amount of contempt and hatred for the common man. None of this is new. And despite the fact that these people know the Republican Party has no plan for healthcare, no plan for education, no plan for childcare, no plan for nothing, despite the fact that they know the Republican Party has nothing planned for the common man, they still vote. They still vote for these people. At a certain point in time, it becomes increasingly clear you people do not know what you're doing. You are mindless NPC drones. That is what MAGA is, a movement of mindless NPCs who vote for people who strip them of everything and give them nothing. It's the facts.
When you lose an income, it's painful. We've had conversations about what our future looks like. We have, as you can tell, we have a small home. But my husband and I have said if we need to downsize and get a one-bedroom home or even a one-bedroom apartment, we'll do whatever we have to do. But it's hard. It's wrecking. The common theme is, we voted for this, and our friends that didn't vote the same, there's always that back and forth conversation now. It's like, you knew this was coming, but we didn't. Like, nobody that I've talked to understood the devastation that having this administration in office would do to our lives, but other people that we love and care about too within the Mid-Ohio Valley. Cutting costs and waste and fraud and. We love that big picture. I love that big picture. My friends, we were excited about that because it is true. But again, I can't help but go back to the fact that what is the decisions that you're making right now solving? It just, so the concept of voting for that again, voting for Elon Musk essentially to wreck people's lives, I can't do it.
Notice how she shifts the blame to Elon Musk? Elon Musk is ruining people's lives because of the guy you voted for. His name is Donald Jaquavius Trump. You voted for him knowing he was shifty, knowing he was crazy, knowing that Trump has done nothing but cause mayhem and destruction. You thought that mayhem and destruction would only affect other groups of people. The problem is it was going to affect everyone. Per usual. Nothing's changed. It's still affecting everyone again. And this whole mentality of, we didn't know this was going to happen. We didn't vote for this. And it's true that there's waste and fraud. It has been a month, ma'am. They've fired people who oversee nuclear weapons and people who research Alzheimer's and cancer. It's okay to admit these niggas do not know what they are doing. Trump supporters, it is okay to admit Donnie has no clue what he's doing. Elon has no clue. Well, they know what they're doing. Elon is purposefully just ruining people's lives. He gains glee from this. Elon Musk actually really does believe himself to be divinely ordained to lord over the masses. It's so obvious he thinks this, whether it's him attacking homeless people on Twitter, yes, he did this recently, or him attacking people who aren't wealthy enough to have children, even though his baby mamas are begging him for help on Twitter. Elon Musk is completely tone deaf. Elon Musk is just completely detached from any and all forms of reality. This whole thing of like, we didn't vote for this Come the fuck on. You are a 40-something-year-old woman. Looking back, the Republican Party has never represented anything stable for the American people. What compels you people to just believe whatever the fuck you come up with in your own head? That's what they do. They just make shit up and they're like, we didn't vote for this. Well, what did you vote for? A concept of a plan for healthcare? I guess you voted for a strong border. Okay, like, I'll grant you that. That's the only thing Trump kind of does effectively. What else have you voted for? You didn't vote for a comprehensive plan for jack shit. And then she sits there and says, well, there is fraud. What fraud? They found none. They have found no fraud. And to bring it all back, she finishes it off by saying, we didn't vote for Elon Musk to ruin people's lives. In your heart of hearts, and the rest of MAGA knows in your heart of hearts, the Democratic Party would never do anything like this a day in life. They would never do this. You know this deep down in your heart of hearts. You know this. You may not be willing to admit it, but you know it. You know it. You know for a fact that you voted for Kamala Harris, this wouldn't have happened to you. You would still have your job. You know this. Instead of trying to shift blame to Elon, and I've predicted this multiple times on this channel. How many times have I told all of you? They're not going to blame Trump first. Elon will be the fall guy. He will be the first one to go down. Elon will cause so much destruction. He will alienate so many people, many of whom are MAGA, that MAGA will choose Elon Musk as the fall guy. He will be the sacrificial lamb on the tabernacle. They're going to sit there and say, Trump, please get rid of... They know in their heart of hearts, Trump is allowing this to happen. Please get rid of Elon. Please get rid of him. Elon sucks. They know it's a team effort. They know that Trump is allowing this to happen. They know. Trump posted I'm sure they don't know about this because they don't pay attention to anything. Trump posted a meme on Truth Social making fun of federal workers who were fired by Elon. He made fun of them in a meme on Truth Social. So it's like, this nigga knows you're losing your livelihood. He doesn't care. He's laughing at you. It's funny to Trump. What, you thought a dude born with a silver spoon in his mouth, well, a golden spoon, he's a member of the Trump family. You thought somebody that was born with a golden spoon in his mouth actually gives a damn about working class Americans losing their livelihoods? Like, you people cannot be helped. After all the ranting and raving about the Bilderbergs and the billionaires and the globalists and all these rich people, you voted for a bunch of rich people, and surprise, surprise, they don't care about you. Unreal. And notice how they're tactically shifting the blame. Well, we didn't vote for Elon Musk to ruin our lives. Yeah, you did. You definitely did. And they're trying their best to give Trump an out. Trump, it's just Elon, isn't it? It's really all Elon. No, this nigga Trump has been laughing at you people. He's been laughing at you. They're all in this together. Elon Musk and Trump are in this together. They're in it to win it. They're ruining your lives as a team. The denial is unbelievable. It's unreal.
We see the effects of what a decision like this can do. The relapse that can take place, the lack of trust. I mean, if you can't trust your president and your vice president to do what they said they were going to do, which is protect us, protect the veterans, love the veterans, support them, then it leaves you in a really, really ugly place in your thinking.
And this is the inherent problem with Trump supporters. It's not about what someone says, it's about what someone does. In all of our adult lives, we understand the importance of staying away from people who say they'll do something, but do the opposite over and over again. This whole thing of, well, we voted for them because they said they would protect and love the veterans. Okay, they said they would. Do Republicans actually protect and love you? No, they don't. Jon Stewart, a fucking comedian TV show host, had to go down to Congress and scream at them about veterans not being taken care of and about 9/11 first responders not being taken care of. These were Republicans that were blocking this legislation. These people do not care about you. Wake up. Wake up. If you are MAGA, they don't care about you. It's okay to accept this. It's okay to admit this. I know it's hard. I know it sucks, but it's the truth. Yes, Joseph Robinette Biden cared more about you than Donald Trump. I know it's hard to accept. And this is why it's so important for the Democratic Party to get control of media and propaganda and messaging, because the reality is Republicans have this down locked, and they have a bunch of stooge NPCs ready to vote again and again and again for their own demise. You think this lady actually wouldn't vote for Trump if the opportunity came again? I bet you my life she would. I bet, okay, I won't bet my life, but I bet all of your lives, I bet all of your lives, she would 100% vote for Trump again. It's just the truth, but these people don't learn, bro. They see the word, they see Republican, and they can't help it. It's the conditioning and the brainwashing. They can't help it. They can't stop themselves. Donald Trump could literally shit in her cereal and she'll, I can always pour another bowl. That's who these people are, bro. Like, I'm just being real with you, bro.
People are afraid to go and open their email. Like, one email, one instance can change the trajectory of your entire life.
Right.
And it's, in my opinion, it's abuse. It's emotional abuse. Yeah, absolutely. Fair? I feel a little bit betrayed. And to be honest, I don't know like what I would do if we knew what we know today and the vote was tomorrow. I don't know what I would do because of my morals, but I just don't think I could do it again. I don't think I could vote for President Trump again, knowing that this has happened and the impact it's had on the American working class.
That's cap. That's cap. You would 100% vote for Donnie again. You'd even do the little dance too. You would 100% vote for Donald. Don't even lie. I don't know is code for I would do it, but I won't admit it to you on camera. She would 100% vote for Trump again. These people are under a strong delusion. A spell has been cast over the American people for 40 years by the Republican Party, and it's you're seeing the fruits of that labor coming to pass, okay? You're seeing it come to pass. The reality is she would vote for him again, and many other Trump supporters would vote for him again, because it's not about what he it's not about policy. It is a cult of personality. This is the reason why Donald Trump can ruin their lives, and the first person they point at is Elon Musk. Elon Musk, although we all joke around and sometimes we actually do believe he is the president or the shadow president, Elon Musk is not the president. Donald Trump is the president. Donald Trump at any moment could fire Elon Musk. Donald Trump has the public support to do so. Any threats Elon Musk makes against Trump could easily backfire on him if Trump turns MAGA against him. Liberals already don't like Musk. If MAGA turns on Musk, it's over for Musk politically in America. Trump doesn't do this. Instead, Trump takes to social media and mocks you people. And I believe that even if I showed her that, she'd still vote for Trump again. All it takes is for a few days or a few weeks to go by and for her to see some blue-haired liberal say something she doesn't like, and the programming kicks back in, her back straightens up, the conditioning kicks in, the programming kicks in, and sure enough, she's back to being a MAGA bot. I'm telling you, bro, these people will not listen. They just won't. Trump is going to have to destroy everything to the point where they feel embarrassed to admit they voted for him, for them to stop supporting him. It's not going to be because of the damage he's done. It's going to be because the public sentiment toward Trump has changed so much, and the evidence is so clear that they don't want to hurt themselves by aligning with him. That will be the only way in which these people finally give up on Donald Trump. It's just the facts. So another MAGA NPC stooge gets doged, and they're still blaming Elon Musk. You're dancing around the source. There's a man you voted for who made this happen, and his name is Donald Trump, and you're still dancing around it because you don't want to be held accountable for what you have done. Keep it up, though.